Halloween at Disneyland officially kicks off August 22nd, which, let's be real, it's still summer, but that never stops Disney from going full Halloween earlier every single year.
You're listening to Castle Talk Radio. We're live on the airwaves with Becca and Jessica. Now let's jump into this week's episode.
Bring on the pumpkins in the 100-degree heat, but there will still be plenty of people sporting their Halloween spirit jerseys and Halloween ears. Everyone is ready one way or another.
Yeah. And this year, we, of course, have the return of Haunted Mansion Holiday fully open. Last year, it was not quite complete.
Right, so they were still doing construction on the Haunted Mansion queue, but now that's totally done and it looks amazing. So, of course, for Haunted Mansion Holiday, we suggest getting a Lightning Lane multi-pass. But if you do have to wait in line, grab a nearby treat. There's churros carts, popcorn carts, there's Harbor Galley right there. Bring that in line with you and enjoy the ambiance as you wait and take a look around that really beautiful and detailed queue. But as far as snacks and treats go, we will talk more about those later.
Okay, I know everyone else really wants to hear about those, so good. Did you also see that again, and I have thoughts on this, but Mickey and Minnie and their friends are getting all new costumes again this year at Disneyland?
Yeah, it's surprising. This feels like we're getting new ones every year, but this year is the first thing that we're getting like the 70th and something else together. So we have 70th and Halloween fusion, and their costumes are going to resemble the 70th look, but they're going to be changed up with Halloween colors, and Minnie will have like a witch's hat on there. So
Yeah, it should be good. Over at California Adventure, they tend to keep the same Halloween costumes they've been in for years. They're super cute. If they were going to refresh a look, though, I would think that would be the one to refresh with a bit more Halloween. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. A fresh Halloween look. And either way, though, I'm just ready for the photos with the characters. I love doing Halloween photos with them.
totally. And I think we should also get back into that 70th and Halloween time mix because there's a few things that are staying and some things that are going, and people need to know about it.
Yes. So first thing, so excited, is Paint the Night will be running at Disneyland Park through Halloween time.
Yeah, and we know that you've missed that parade for so many years, so I'm glad it's sticking around for Halloween. That was one question that a lot of people were just hanging on to. Are we going to have Paint the Night? Well, we are, and we also get to keep Tapestry of Happiness for nightly showings at It's a Small World. And this is such an adorable show. It really showcases Disneyland's story throughout the years, and it has beautiful artwork inspired by Mary Blair. So I love that that's going to be showing as well.
Definitely. And another thing that's staying is World of Color Happiness over at California Adventure. So it won't show on party nights, though.
Yeah, and we never did get back Villainous, which was the special World of Color that only ran 1 year, and it was only during Oogie Boogie Bash. So we'll take World of Color Happiness. I actually really like this show.
Same. So as far as other nighttime shows, this is where we're going to get a little more Halloween-y. So Wondrous Journey will pause at Disneyland, and they will be doing the Halloween Screams show with fireworks on select nights.
All right, so here we've set the tone for what to expect in a few areas with that mix of the 70th and Halloween time. We've got costumes, night shows, Haunted Mansion holiday, but of course there is plenty more for Halloween 2025.
Yeah, as usual, the whole resort gets spooky. Main Street gets the pumpkin parade with pumpkins everywhere, and the giant Mickey pumpkin returns. That's one of my favorites.
It definitely sets the mood for the holidays. And of course, we get a Halloween makeover of Cars Land, or should I say Radiator Screams. So the cars dress up in costumes, and it's just the cutest. I personally think Mater is the MVP of Halloween in Cars Land. He has that little vampire look.
Yeah, that one's great. I also love Red, who is a clown. He's good. Don't forget, we also have 2 returning ride overlays in Cars Land. So it's basically a little bit of the decor changes, but then we get music changes. So it's small changes, but it definitely adds to the Halloween theme. Madar's Junkyard Jamboree and Luigi's Honkin' Halloween are what are returning.
Yes, and don't forget the cultural celebrations that Disneyland has incorporated at Plaza de la Familia in California Adventure. They bring out beautiful tributes to Dia de los Muertos. They have a Coco inspired performance as well, and that is just the best.
Yeah. And they don't perform every day. So definitely check the Disneyland app and be sure to see it at least once during your visit. It's one of my favorite shows that they do. Also, the celebration for Dia de los Muertos runs through November 2nd because that it's a different holiday. So just a reminder, if you want to get there and see these Halloween celebrations, we can help you with that. If you go to getawaytoday.com/castle talk, you'll be able to lock in the best rates on Disneyland tickets and hotels, and they have a low price guarantee. They're our partners, and we love getting those discounts for you.
Really, and those discounts are so needed right now. So, along with more tributes to Dia de los Muertos, is over in Frontierland in Disneyland Park. There is a beautiful setup and display there that you can take pictures and visit. And they also, at California Adventure in that same area over in Paradise Gardens Park, they have like a full menu that is set up for this celebration as well.
Okay, so that's the perfect lead in. Let's talk about it. Food and merch, because we know there's going to be so many spooky sweets.
There really is. The foodie guide is massive because we're talking about we have all of our regular menus at Disneyland, and then they basically add in a whole other menu to almost every place at the resort. So you're doubling the food, doubling a lot of the alcoholic beverages as well. But I pulled out a few of my favorites because it is so massive. There's just so much to go through. You can find my Halloween food article on the Happiest Blog on Earth, but here are some that I cannot wait to try. So one is the Oogie Boogie burrito. When I saw this, I was like, absolutely. I mean, it's kind of like a California style burrito. So we've got carne asada, fries, chips, guacamole, and crema rolled up into a tortilla there. So obviously that's a win. That's at Studio Catering Company. Then this one, the Spell Bar. This is a deep fried Snickers bar on a stick, because if Snickers isn't enough for you, we're going to deep fry it. We're going to drizzle it with chocolate, put whipped topping and peanuts on it. And that is over at Award Wieners. Seriously, that is
oh my
crazy.
God.
Yeah.
I wonder though, if they're going to let you make modifications to take the peanuts off.
Well,
I mean, there's peanuts in
Snickers
Snickers,
also has
so
peanuts in it.
yeah. But I
But
mean, that might be too much peanut taste. I don't know. I
it's
guess
a
you're
lot
talking
of
to someone that
everything
doesn't
is
like
what it
peanuts.
is. So one of the things that stands out to me over at Disneyland Park is the pear cherry cheese crumble. So this is a pie filled with cheesecake, cherry filling, spiced pears. It has streusel and caramel on top, and that's at Jolly Holiday. I mean, Jolly Holiday rocks the seasonal stuff because they have all these specialty things, and then they have like classic things like Mickey pumpkin type of cookies, things like that. So just all those. Another super cute one is the Vampire Bat Cake Pop. And that has bat wings and Mickey ears. So a vampire bat that's also Mickey. I mean, you can't resist that. So cute. So you can find that in candy shops like Candy Palace and Trolley Treats.
Okay, I think my teeth are already hurting. My dentist is going to go on a really great vacation. So let's move on to merch, and it's in full force. Like we always get the popcorn buckets, the sippers. So here are a few things. We have the Mickey Mouse Ghost bucket. Now, this is one that a lot of people are excited about is the Pluto skeleton sipper, because a lot of people have like the Mickey skeleton something, and they have all these Mickey mini ones as their decorations. And so now they can add Pluto to that mix. There's the Stitch mummy bucket, which is super cute. Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas Jack Skellington gravestone bucket. So it's different than the previous ones. But can I tell you what I'm most excited for? And I am like, I would be renewing, if I wasn't already going to renew my Magic Key, I would be renewing it just for this. Have you
Oh
seen
my
it?
gosh. Renewing your Magic Key just for this merch. What is it?
It is the Kronk's Poison or the Cusco's Poison sipper.
That has your name all over it.
It is a Magic Key exclusive, if I remember correctly. So
Perfect.
yeah, I would totally renew just for that if I wasn't. I mean, I was already going to renew, but it's just another reason.
The sippers and the popcorn buckets are just looking really, really cute this year. I really like that Mickey Mouse Ghost bucket. It's just so nostalgic, super cute. My tip for those is shop first thing in the morning, get your locker. You're going to be there with everyone else. But I think the best thing is to use mobile order checkout. Certain locations have these specialty items for mobile order on the Disneyland app. And then they also have certain novelty items are available at the Grand Californian as well. So if you can't get into the parks that morning, that's a good way to get it. Now, the good stuff, the popular things definitely go fast, but I think we've seen a pretty consistent, like steady stream of restocks of almost everything in the past couple years that people have wanted, the people that have gone like really quickly. And then maybe it will be gone for like a week or two, but they're doing a lot better with restocking items. So hopefully they'll have everything you want when you get there.
Definitely. And one thing about the mobile order that I want to point out is that you can mobile order starting at 7 a.m. Pacific time from wherever you're at for the time of day you want, for those specialty items to go pick them up. Galactic Grill is a big one that does it. Pizza Planet has a lot of them sometimes. So, and I believe in the guides now, they're even saying whether certain things are available via mobile order or not. So definitely check that out. But speaking of things that go fast, right? And how we're not having issues with things going as fast. Oogie Boogie Bash parties. They are usually like you're camping out on the computer, you're waiting in queue for hours, and then a lot of times they're sold out within minutes for some of the parties, hours for the rest. Usually you have 24 hours a lot of times before it's completely sold out. Last year we saw it be a couple days. This year's really different. I didn't check this morning, but as the last time one of us checked, there were still a dozen party dates available. So when we recorded this, so
yeah, a lot. That's a lot. This is brand new territory where we actually have inventory of Oogie Boogie Bash tickets to speak of, like into July. This is crazy. And by the time this gets published, it will be even more into Halloween season. And this conversation, let me tell you, I've been having this conversation with a lot of people over on TikTok. I posted about why we're seeing such a decrease in demand or what's going on. I had over 200 comments there. It was wild. But a lot of themes keep coming up. But what's your best guess on why this isn't selling out?
Prices going up, offerings going down are my main two. Plus the economy, it's like people don't have as much money as to spend right now. But yeah, the price keeps going up and they keep taking away things. Now, I'm trying to think if they actually took away anything this year. I think there might be one less treat trail, but I'm not 100% sure. I was trying to remember and I didn't dig out my map from last year yet to check. But um, they've taken away the show that was, so first off, Villainous never returned after the first year, right? Then you had the dance party that was over there in the Hollywood backlot, never returned, right? And this would have been the year to bring it back because they had a brand new iZombies movie.
Yes, and that soundtrack has been playing in my house a ton, and I'm like, this would be perfect. I wish they could have gotten that off the ground because that would be so great.
And I said iZombies, but that's a totally different movie franchise. I think this was just called Zombies.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. But and then last year they even took away the Mickey's. They didn't take it away, but they made it available to the public all day long, which is the Mickey's Trick and Treat
Mhm.
Halloween party. And so it's like, okay, what's so exclusive? Yes, the treat trails, but you can buy that much candy for like $20, a big bag at Costco, right? Or 30 maybe now. But so you have that and yeah, you get to dress up, but it's just not offering more, right? They're offering less and less, it feels like. And I just think people are done with it. I know a lot of people that have gone every year, multiple parties, and they'll do like 3 with friends and then 1 with their whole family. And they're only maybe going to 1, if that. A lot of them just aren't going.
Yeah, I think those things that you hit on, as well as we have to remember that Disneyland is still a locals park, and the people that have gone year after year, they want something different because it very much is the same. And whereas you have like Universal, like each of their haunted house like mazes, they change every year, and we just don't have enough change to make like that big of a movement. But again, we also don't know, like, have they changed the maximum number of people? Have they increased the number of tickets? There's a lot of things that we don't know, but this is a pretty big deal to me. I do really like that people can still get tickets, that it's not like a mad rush. I think that is important, for people to be able to have a second to decide like if they want to go. And then also, if these dates end up being available like a week or two before people's trips, they might add it on. And then, of course, if they don't sell out, great for you if you're going and you have like a party night that's not as busy.
Yeah. One thing I want to say is you brought up the Halloween Horror Nights at Universal. Um, they have when you can buy a pass to the Halloween Horror Nights at Universal, and you can go every single one for the same price you go to one Oogie Boogie Bash. So,
Whoa.
like, it's like this pass where you can go to all of them. Um,
Wow.
and so with that, and I believe Knott's Berry Farm has something similar for their Halloween screams, or not Scary Farm, or whatever it is they call it at the nighttime one. Um, So that's a big factor for a lot of people. It's like, why am I paying this much for one night for something that's the same every single year? What I could go as many nights as I want to something that has changed up. Um, and especially for the locals who maybe are more Disney adults, because this one has scares and thrills and things like that that they might be interested in. So just I think this might make Disney rethink how we're doing it. But the other thing is they added a lot of parties this year. In fact, the parties start before Halloween time starts at Disneyland this time. So we're in Walt Disney World territory at this point. We're starting mid-August with the parties a whole week before Halloween kicks off. And
Right.
I think that is also part of the thing.
Definitely. So many things that go into that equation, but I have to say, like, if you are going, it's still going to be a great time, especially if you've never been before. Like, there's so many things to look forward to, and it is a
Oh
really
yeah.
great party.
It is a lot of fun. I think it's just not a repeat for people that have been before. And of course, one of the biggest things is you get to dress up, even if you're an adult. There are rules about that, but also you do get a lot of candy, and it's the good candy. So this is the only thing I really say is like, yeah, you can trick or treat your neighborhood, but how much of it is going to end up being Smarties and that bubble gum that breaks your jaw and Tootsie Rolls? Whereas Disney has the good candy. They're sponsored by Mars for the Oogie Boogie Bash. And so you get the Milky Ways, the Almond Joys, and they do have like healthy options that they give out as well. But you get like the good candy, not the break your jaw bubble gum.
Yes, and Oogie Boogie Bash trick-or-treat trails are one of the biggest, most popular things to do during the event because you do get to interact with some villains along the way. And I do have party strategies for those of you who are attending and really looking to maximize those trick-or-treat trails. So for that, you're going to want to go to thehappiestblogonearth.com/guides. And you can grab that for free before Oogie Boogie Bash begins.
Yeah. So let's just do a quick recap. And this was obviously a very quick overview, but to sum it up, Halloween starts August 22nd. Oogie Boogie Bash kicks off. We said thought it was the night before, but it's actually the 17th. So 5 days earlier. And everything is going to be pumpkins and pumpkin spice and all that stuff before most kids are even back at school.
I know, this is true. Oh my goodness. So those of you that are just in love with the pumpkin season, this is for you. Let's start it even earlier next year. No, I don't know.
No. Please no. All right. That's all we have today. But don't forget that you can grab your Halloween time tickets through our partners at Getaway Today. You can go to getawaytoday.com/castletalk to get the best deals. Or if you want to talk to someone, call 855-GETAWAY and just make sure to say you came from Castle Talk Radio so they can get you our exclusive offers. One more thing I do want to say, though, is with Oogie Boogie Bash tickets, you cannot purchase those anywhere except for through Disney, directly through the app or the website. Every year we get people that buy them third party off of like eBay or a resale site or a Facebook group. And Disney is watching those places and they will cancel tickets that are resold like that. We're not talking about, oh, I can't go, so my friend is taking my ticket. We're talking about going on a website or a Facebook group and getting tickets that way. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. Plus, you never know. You could be scammed. So that's the last thing I'm going to leave you with is make sure you buy those tickets at the right spot, and we will see you real soon.
You've been listening to Castle Talk Radio. For exclusive discounts on tickets and hotels, free guides, and to listen to past episodes, visit castletalkradio.com. Be sure to tune in next week for more Castle Talk with Becca and Jessica.